I'll eat your face.
Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to my review for the Lorax, a new adaptation to a Dr. Seuss book of the same name, the Lorax. And now this is what, the fourth animated, well not the fourth animated, the fourth adaptation of a Dr. Seuss book. There was, of course, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, which was live action, and it was okay. Cat in the Hat, live action, not good. Definitely not good. Horton Hears a Who was actually 3D animation, and that was really good. I really liked Horton Hears a Who, so I was actually kind of looking forward to this. The trailer looked really nice. The colors were everywhere, which is good, because colorful movies are nice, I guess, for my attention span. And I really liked it. I thought the trailer was really good. So I was looking forward to seeing this film. Let's talk about it. The story of the Lorax, if I could put it, bluntly, I guess, it follows a kid named Ted, who is like a 12-year-old kid voiced by Zac Efron, who has a huge crush on this girl named Audrey, who really wants a living tree, because in this world there are no living trees. They're all gone. Everybody killed them. They're gone. Trees are gone. So she wants a living tree, and of course, him being a dumb 12-year-old, he's like, "Duh, I'm gonna go find a living tree." So he goes and tries to find a living tree by leaving I guess the town that he lives in, and goes out into the world where pretty much everything is dead. All the trees, everything's dead. So he goes out into the world and tries to find a tree, and he comes across a character named the Onceler, who once was, a kid who knew about the Lorax, who was who was a little furry guy with a mustache that that spoke for the trees, that was pretty much the guardian of the trees, and he tells the story about what happened to the Lorax and why there are no more trees, and it's mainly because of him. It's pretty much his fault. So, spoiler, even though it says it right in the beginning, he says, "Oh, it's my fault," but, you'll see why. It's not much of a spoiler. So anyway, that's really the story. That's where it leaves off. There's also a little side plot with the village. There's a guy who runs the village, whose name is O'Hare, I think? O'Hare. And he, sells air to everybody, because there's no plants, so they can't get air. So he sells air to everybody in, big bottles and stuff. Whatever, you don't need to... you don't need a big explanation. It's a Dr. Seuss book. Jeez. So anyway, there you go. There's the story. So, you could probably tell that in the story there's a message, a whole environmental message behind it, and of course the message is don't kill trees. Trees are good, don't cut them down. They give us air, they give shelter to animals, and blah blah blah. They do a good job of keeping this message from the book to the movie, of course, and I really like the book. I really like the message, even though we've seen it plenty of times in animated movies, and even regular movies, live action. I still really liked it. They didn't hammer it into our heads. They made us go, "Oh, okay, that's not good. Don't do that." But now all the furry little bears and weird-looking ducks will not have a place to live. That sucks. Bummer. So anyway, it's a good message. I really like the message. The animation in the film is great. It really is. It's very colorful, really well animated. I will say this though. I do not like how the creators of this also made Despicable Me, that movie that came out a couple years ago, and it feels like they took character models from that movie and brought them into this one. The main bad guy of the film, played by Rob Riggle, has two henchmen that follow him, and they look exactly like the main character of Despicable Me. I'm like, okay, you're just using that, you're just taking it and making it a different character here without really coming up with a new idea, and I didn't like that. But for the most part, the animation is very well done in the film. Now you also have the voice cast in the film, which do a really good job in the film. You have Ed Helms, who plays the Onceler. He does a really good job. I really like Ed Helms in this film. You have you have Zac Efron, who plays Ted in the film, who does a good job. Danny DeVito, who plays the Lorax. Awesome, inspired casting. Betty White, who plays the grandma. She does a good job. Taylor Swift, who I was very surprised in this film, is actually really good. I wasn't expecting that. Everybody else does a good job. Rob Riggle, who plays the bad guy, he does a good job. So for the most part, the voice cast is really good. Now, I will say this. There is problems with the film, and the musical numbers are the main problems. They feel like they were just added there to make the movie a little longer, and that's it. They weren't there for a reason. It was just there. And the musical numbers, they're well animated, sure. It's pretty to look at. But they're not catchy at all. You forget about them right after they're done, and they just feel out of place in a Dr. Seuss book. To me, they do. I don't know. Maybe there was musical numbers in the Lorax book. I can't remember. I was a kid when I read it. I don't remember, but I don't think there was. I don't really think there was. So, yeah, I don't like the musical numbers. I really don't. Besides that, I do think the movie has a lot of heart, and it's very, very fun to watch. It might not be the funniest animated movie out there. Sometimes it's hit and miss with the humor, but for the most part, I thought it was a very, very fun film. Definitely fun if you want to bring the family. You're not going to go in here going, oh god, this is so annoying, and all the kids are like, yay, colors, you know, like, no, it's not going to be that kind of film. So, if you're expecting a fun little animated film, you're going to get that. So, go in with your family. Don't be like, oh god, it's gonna suck. Just go in with an open mind and you might enjoy it. So there you go. There's my review for the Lorax. It's a fun little animated film with a few problems. I'm gonna give it a straight up 30 out of 40. I liked it. So anyway, there you go. There's the Lorax. Go check it out. Fun little film. Thank you and goodbye.